The jerk is the most missed lift in weightlifting, and almost every time it comes down to incorrect footwork. I've coached athletes to American records in the clean and jerk, and in this video, I'll show you exactly how to fix common mistakes, what solid jerk mechanics look like, and the drills you can use to finally make this lift consistent. Point number one, let's define what an ideal foot position is in the split jerk. There's a few basic things we need to nail to get a good position in the jerk. Let's start with number one. We want the front shin to be vertical. It should be perpendicular to the floor. When the front shin lands, when the front foot comes down, your body weight should be basically distributed right in the center of your foot, and your shin should be at least vertical. This will be a stable, more consistent position for you to land in than your front shin being too far forward with all of your weight on your front leg. The second point is that the back heel of the back leg should be up. We want the back heel off the ground, should actually be pointed this way, back heel up off the ground so that your weight can be distributed onto the ball of the back foot. If it's flat-footed, it's easy to have too much pressure on your back heel. Your leg can turn outward, the back foot can turn outward, and it's an unstable position. So with the back toe down, with the back knee slightly bent. The final point, we want the feet to be about shoulder width apart. What this would look like is your back foot here and your front foot here are going to be about as wide as your shoulders would be here. So when we look at the athlete from the top down, if that's your head, we're gonna see the front foot is here, it's width about the shoulders, and the back foot here. We don't wanna do what we're calling tight roping, where the back foot would be right here on this line. And the front foot would be on this line as well. That's unstable, and it's gonna cause way too much instability overhead. The back foot should come down here, the front foot should come down there. There should be plenty of width, so you create this nice box that's much more stable to be in, and it's a much better position for your feet to be in overall. One more point to mention is weight distribution. We wanna make sure that the weight is distributed between our feet evenly. If the barbell's weight is straight down here, we want about half of our weight forward and half of our weight behind that. If all of our weight is on the front foot, if we're pushing too much forward this way and the front knee is bent, it's gonna be unstable, you're gonna miss forward every time. If the weight is too far back on our back leg, we're gonna do the same thing and stumble backwards. It's gonna be very hard to stabilize a weight that's too far back. So that weight distribution should be about 50-50 between the legs. Number two, common errors in the jerk. So, first and foremost, short stepping. What this means is that you have put all of your weight on your front leg and you've landed with your front foot not far enough out. This is obvious when you look at somebody from the side, is that your front shin is inclined forward, your knee is over the toes rather than being over the heel. So if your knee is coming too far forward here when you land and all of your body weight is on the front foot here, that's short stepping. We fix this by correcting the timing of our feet. We make sure that our feet land in the right order and that we have our balance properly between both feet when we actually land in the split. The second is tight roping. Talked about this earlier, but we don't want to have the feet in a position where they are too close to our center line. We want our feet to be wider than our hips, right around shoulder width. If our head is here and our shoulders are here, we want to create a box rather than having our shoulders our feet too close to each other and then have too narrow of a position there. It's unstable sideways. We can fix this by practicing with drills that force us to reach with our feet out to the sides as we split and focus on drawing boxes and such on the ground to really focus on where our feet are supposed to land and improve the position and timing of our feet in general. Real quick, if you're tired of guessing your training, check out Weightlifting AI. It's a program I designed to adapt every workout to you, your goals, your schedule, and your recovery. Whether you're a beginner hitting your first snatch PR, a master's lifter trying to train for masters nationals, or a competitor prepping for a meet, the program adjusts as you train. Thousands of lifters are already using it to get stronger and more consistent. Click the link in the description and sign up today. The third, timing of the feet. And this is more the root cause of a lot of these issues, but timing of the feet. We want to make sure that our back foot is the first to hit the ground and then our front foot lands second. The reason for this is if we plant the back foot first, we have a better anchor and position to continue driving into the bar and then land the front foot out here far enough that when we land, we can get the front shin vertical. So you have this sense of stepping out like this to get the front foot to actually land on the ground flat and vertical rather than short stepping and putting all your weight down first. Again, if your front foot comes down first, you're gonna be reaching back too far with the back leg, and it's gonna be either straight or it's gonna get too far back, and in that moving the back foot back, you're gonna pull your hips back out from under the bar right here, and that's gonna cause you to miss everything forward. And then the final point is weight distribution. We wanna make sure, like we talked about, our weight distribution is even. It's 50-50 here, right? 50% here, and then 50% back here. If our weight distribution is off, it's most likely a result of timing the feet. We're not getting the back foot down early enough so we can actually plant the front foot far enough forward to get a solid 50-50 distribution. If you find that all of your weight distribution is always in the front leg, it's most likely a result of your footwork. Final point, let's talk about what exercises and drills we can use to fix the footwork and the jerk. Number one, my favorite drill of all time, the stepping jerk balance. This is a drill done to execute the correct timing of the feet. We want to get our back foot to land before our front foot. You can think of this drill as simply slowing down the jerk into its correct sequence and executing each part one step at a time. What you're gonna do is dip, drive, and then put your back foot on the ground, then pick your front foot up, place it down in front of you, and lock the arms at the same time. So it's gonna look like a jerk done in slow-mo, but as you do this faster and faster and get more comfortable, you can eventually remove some of that extra time between each step and get a really solid, consistent jerk technique. The key with this drill is to practice it religiously. Every day you do jerks, every time warm up with this, and start to slowly incorporate more and more weight so it feels like a regular jerk. The one caveat to this drill to be very cautious of is to not exaggerate too much the back foot on the ground first and then the front foot not coming up till very late. You can see this in Laura Donatoma. She's a little bit too aggressive with this. The back foot comes down really, really early, and then the front foot comes off the floor. You're gonna wanna be a little bit closer, a little bit faster than that, but ideally you want the back foot down, then the front foot. This is a great drill. There's videos online we have. You can check it out. It's an excellent drill to fix your technique. The second, to fix any tight roping or fix any kind of jerk positioning issues, the back foot, the back knee, any of these things, we wanna do the box drill. What this is gonna look like is on the platform, you're gonna draw a box around where your shoulders would be, about shoulder width, and around where your feet should be. Then you're gonna put two boxes here, one for your lead leg, one for your trailing leg. Your feet here should land inside of this box, right? When you split. The goal is to focus on landing in these boxes every time. You're not gonna always do it to start, but this will really improve the way that you land. You're gonna avoid any tight roping. You're gonna have a visual aid that every time after you do a jerk and you look down at your feet, you can check whether or not you're in position. This is a great drill to just reinforce exactly where you should be. You're setting up every time in the same place, and you're really making sure that you're getting into the right position. You can augment this drill a little bit by adding another line here to focus on where your body weight is balanced. If you land like this, and you look down afterward and you feel that all your weight is right here, too far forward, you can then adjust that and then move it backward. If you feel like you're landing here with your weight too far here and not over the center line of where you started, then you can use that. So this drill is a really easy thing to do. Draw chalk on the platform and then work your positions, work those techniques. Let me make a little caveat here. I actually drew this foot wrong. Your feet should be pointed in. The front foot should be pointed slightly in, and the back foot as well slightly in. I drew this completely incorrectly. We want to make sure that the back foot is actually pointed this way, and the front foot's in. The reason we want our feet pointed in like this is that if they're pointed outward, especially if the back foot's pointed outward, it can put a lot of lateral pressure on the knee and it's not as stable. The front foot should be pointed forward or slightly in to act as a stable position to prevent you from reaching your front knee way too far forward. And the final point, probably the easiest and best drill you can do to improve your jerk in all regards, but especially for the footwork, is to pause in the split position. The benefit of doing this is that when you pause in the split position, you immediately get feedback as to where your balance is. So if you're balanced in the split position here, and you pause and you find that all your weight's kind of forward, but you fight with that position for as long as you can and pull the bar backward this way, pull your whole body weight backward to get an even 50-50 balance, you'll improve. Hold that position after you find balance for 3 to 4 seconds, then recover. Then bring your feet together and recover. Pausing in the split is the easiest way to add meaningful, useful technical drills and practice to the lifts without adding any more volume. You're gonna spend 3 to 4 seconds in each jerk on every rep, every set for a couple of weeks, and by the end of 2 or 3 weeks, your jerk is probably gonna be greatly improved. Anytime you find that your weight's too far forward or you're stumbling to recover, you never feel stable overhead, pause in the split every single jerk and really improve that lift. If you like this video, subscribe and check out my other video on how to fix the bar crashing in the clean.